send him to prison with a jar of Vaseline. This is what white folks are saying about this black boy, y'all. Send him to jail with a jar of Vaseline. But y'all, they turned him into the monster. His foster parents turned him into a monster with the help of the mental health system and the school system of Florida. School to prison pipeline. School to prison pipeline. School to prison pipeline. He is a human. He is a boy on the spectrum. She keep talking about autism. That's the least problem. Autism ain't it, sweetheart. Drop that. That ain't what this is about. Emotional maturity of a 46-year-old has mental health issues, a family that loves him. He is a boy who, with support, normalization of hormones, that ain't got nothing to do with it, and treatment using the right combination of medicine, has the potential to improve. He was improving prior to this incident. He had made some progress towards behavioral goals. I doubt it. For example, when another student hit him, causing his glasses to fall off, he refrained from retaliating. Why did a kid knock his glasses off his face? What is going on? He's a special ed kid. They got to be protected. Why was another child allowed to knock his glasses off of his face? What is going on? They tried to make him drink they piss. They rubbed the ball on their balls and threw it. Additionally, when two other students were on the verge of a physical altercation, Brendan stepped in and prevented the situation from escalating until adults could intervene. He demonstrated self-restraint in situations that did not involve his known triggers. I repeat that our thoughts remain with Miss Nadich without qualifications, but now that you know both sides of the story, I kindly ask, as Brendan's mother, for your empathy and understanding, not only for our son's unfortunate situation, but for all children who are suffering from developmental and mental health conditions. And she is an occupational therapist. His white foster mom is an occupational therapist. You know what that means? She's not the psychologist, but you work close enough with the psychologist to know your black foster son was not being taken care of properly. If you are an OT, if you are an occupational therapist, you know the system. You know the system. How did you let this happen to this innocent boy? And you know the system. I'm going to tell you who's responsible for that teacher getting beat. His foster parents are responsible for the teacher getting beat. The principal and the IEP team and the director of special ed are responsible for that teacher getting beat. And I'm going to give her the lowest amount of blame, but she got to get some too. I don't condone what happened to her. It was wrong, but it's not Brendan's fault. It was his foster parents and the school's fault. That special ed teacher, the assistant, she knew his trigger. She knew his trigger. Because she has to know the IEP in order to implement it. She knew his trigger. And she snatched the video game anyway. If I was the judge, foster parents would be on trial. Teacher assistant would be on trial. Teacher would be on trial. Principal would be on trial. IEP team would be on trial. Superintendent, director of special ed, the ECHOS program, State Department of Education, every therapist he's ever had, the psychiatrists, all the psychiatrists, they need to go to jail and lose their license. All the psychiatrists need to go to jail and lose their license. All the psychiatrists need to go to jail and lose their license. Brothers and sisters, only one good thing came out of this tonight. Only one good thing came out of this tonight. You want to know what that is? Before I let y'all go. You know what came out of this tonight? The only good thing that came out of this tonight? It reminded me why I do what I do. It reminded me why I go through all the grueling hours of packing, unpacking, going to the airport, flying, driving, putting up with this, putting up with that, to travel this world, educating our parents. That's the only good thing. This case reminded me why I wrote this book. This case reminded me why I became a certified school psychologist. This case just reminded me why I'm coming to Baltimore, why I'm going to Nat Turner Land, why I'm going to to Norwood, Massachusetts, why I'm going to Omaha, Nebraska. This case is just reminded why I'm going to Kansas City. I was just reminded why I inconvenience myself to come to you, to teach you how to save our children. I have just been recommitted, rebaptized as the 5-star general in the psychoacademic army to resist the school to prison pipeline. That's the good thing that came out of this. I just remembered, in case I was forgetting, what my job is. I might got to go to law school, but I can't afford it. I might got to go back to law school, but I can't afford it. If anybody plans on going to Brother Brendan's sentencing hearing, please text me. I would like us to all go out to eat. I want us to meet up and go together so we can look out for each other. That's number one. If you go and text my phone, only if you're serious, text my phone. I'm going to choose a place for us to meet up. We might meet up the night before just to meet everybody and then come back to the courtroom the next day. And we're going to go. And I need somebody to find out if I can make a statement, because I would love to make a statement if I could, because this is insane. This is insane. I cannot believe that this is happening, that this boy was told to plead guilty. This boy was deemed competent to stand trial. Does 6 psychiatric meds sound like he's competent to stand trial to you? Does 6 psychiatric meds sound like he's competent to stand trial to you? Does 6 psychiatric meds sound like he's competent to stand trial to you? So again, those of y'all who want to go, please text me the info. I hope somebody said, I'm going to be very disappointed. I've been on here for 3 hours tonight. I'm going to be very disappointed if I go on my phone and I don't see a date, time, and an address for this boy's hearing after being with you for 3 hours. Sometimes y'all really piss me off because I ask y'all for little things and y'all don't even do the little things. I also asked for a couple people to do a couple flyers for me because I don't think I should have to pay for no damn flyers to advertise me coming to teach you how to save your children. So I'm hoping I got a couple designers out there. You could put your logo on the flyer. You designed it. I don't have a problem with you spreading your brand because you're helping me out. But if there's anybody who can spare a flyer, I can use the flyers. I'm tired of paying for flyers. I shouldn't have to do that. Paying to come teach you how to save your kids. I shouldn't have to do that. If you need the flyer for Baltimore, HBCU, Delaware State, Memphis, Tennessee, Norwood, Florida, Omaha, Nebraska, Kansas City, Kansas, I could text you the information. I don't have the flyers yet. I need somebody to make some flyers for me. If you need to reach me, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. This is your big brother King Kong Consciousness.